What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Foster with Tech A Day. And today we're going to be talking about the Motorola Razr Fold. Now this episode, you might as well call me Morton, because I am salty. The Razr Fold probably was the device I was most excited for this year. And unfortunately, I was not one of the lucky few to get invited to the announcement in Hollywood, but it was announced. Pre-orders start on May 14th, and I do believe it ships on the 21st, but I will double check that. But luckily enough, unlike some of the other reviewers, I did have the honor of using the Motorola signature phone, which has the exact same camera system that the Motorola Razr Fold will have on it. And that system will make the Razr Fold have the best camera system on a folding phone at the moment. Now, I say that because as soon as I gave the crown to the Razr Fold, Vivo said, "Hold my drink and we're coming. We want the crown back." And it's been rumored that they're releasing the, I guess, Vivo X Fold 6 with a brand new large sensor, 200 megapixel sensor on their Vivo X Fold 6 that seems like it's going to, be a monster of a unit. But we've heard these claims before. If I have to remind everyone what happened with the Oppo Find N6, amazing device, but that camera system, kind of left, something to be lacking. It was a decent camera system, but, based off the, what the specs were, it didn't necessarily deliver, in the, camera department. Like, it's solid, but not a world beater. But the Motorola Razr and the Motorola Signature got DxO Mark Gold rankings, and I know everybody's rolling their eyes right now, and I'm not getting into the whole, stuff about DxO Mark and, that whole thing. I've used the device. I have a whole video out. I'll put it in there about this already. I've used the camera, and it is amazing. If you saw the intro, you already know this camera system delivers. Now, saying that, once you go above 20 times, really it's like once you go above 10 times zoom on anything besides an ultra device, all bets are off. It's trash. It's basically AI zoom computation stuff on every phone. So, in the world of, phone cameras, once you go above 10 times zoom, outside of ultra devices, it's all bets are off. It's, game over. 10 and below, it's solid. It's real. You're getting a good picture on every device. And that's almost every phone, every device you have. I would say, as long as you're 10 times below, 10 times zoom and below, 10 times zoom and below, you're good. So let's go over, what the Motorola Razr Fold is looking like. It's an 8.1 inch 2K display, 120 hertz LTPO OLED device, 6.6 inch, the cover display is 165 hertz LTPO, 6,000 nits brightness. You got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 5, 16 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes of storage. That camera system is a triple 50 megapixel setup. So you got a 50 megapixel main, you got that Sony Lydia setup, you got a 50 megapixel ultra wide, you have a 50 megapixel telephoto, 32 megapixel outer selfie camera, and you have a 20 megapixel inner, 6,000 milliamp hour battery. You have 80-watt wired fast charging, and you have 50-watt wireless, 5-watt reverse. Now, something that I'm almost positive is in the Motorola Razr Fold that was in the Motorola signature that I haven't heard anyone else say, that I found out in my 2027 Telluride, is if you have fast charging on your wireless in your car. So you have to have, the most current, up-to-date, I want to say probably like Qi 2 fast charging in your car. When you go and put it on your car charging pad in your car, this thing will give you the full turbo charging, and you'll know the difference, because when you put it in your car, like when I put the Motorola signature on my wireless charging pad in my car, it will say turbocharging activated, and you can put the thing in your car, go on a quick drive, come back, and you got like 30-40% top up, just going to get gas real quick. And I always thought that was super cool on that phone. And I'm positive, looking at this, that is also in the Motorola Razr Fold. Basically, the Motorola signature and the Razr Fold are the same device, except one folds and one was a slab device. So, I'm extremely happy about that. Now, UI wise, and I'm gonna tell you this, and might be a plus, might be a negative. The UI on these Motorola devices is basically, think Pixel, think One UI, think they snuck off to a corner and they came back, and now you have whatever Moto UI is called. Like, they had a baby and that's what it is. Because it feels very pixelish, but like with all the features in One UI, kind of, because it in a good way, and it's a good thing. That was the one thing about it that I liked. It was like I was using a Pixel, but I was getting all the stuff that I wanted from a One UI device that I couldn't get from a Pixel at the same time. So it's an interesting device. The UI is great. It should appeal to a lot of people. The one thing, like I said, that's gonna be interesting, at this juncture is, the crease on the inside is not gonna be necessarily up to par with everyone else, but this is their first go at this. It's not going to be up there with the Oppo, and unfortunately that is the bar at this point. Like, if you're not where Oppo's at, then at this point you're just, that is the bar. Like, if you're not there, you're not there. But at least they're not at the Pixel. As long as it's like you need to be either at Oppo, but you can't be at Pixel, and they're somewhere in between, which is good. So, I'm really excited about this device. I feel, you guys really should too. Honestly, the people that should be real nervous about this are Samsung, because at this point, y'all got to step it up. I know you're bringing out the wide device, but come on, let's be honest. Samsung Wide is just going to be a fat, short, recycled Galaxy Fold 7. Like, there's not going to be anything new in that device. It's going to be a short, fat Galaxy Z Fold 7. Realistically, that's what it's going to be. So Just like the Z Fold Trifold was just a long, big Fold 7. Nothing new, you know, that's all it really was. So they got to be nervous. We're going to need something more from Samsung. Like, thank you. I love the Fold 7. You know, I got one right now. I'm looking at one right here. You know, that form factor is amazing. Build quality, amazing. Software, chef's kiss. Thank you. But we need more. We need more from y'all. I mean, we give us silicon carbon batteries. Give us something. We need more from you. We expect more at this point because, unfortunately, we know what's out there. Tech A Day will bring it to the world. Will bring it to the masses. You know? People can get it. Google, Pixels, Motorola, they're bringing it. Vivo, Honor, Oppo, Xiaomi, maybe. I don't know. Those are rumors. They're bringing it. Everybody's bringing it. Apple, bringing it. Samsung, come on. Gotta step it up. So, you know, the Motorola Razr Fold will be in-house. Motorola US. You know, hit me up. I'm here. I want to review you. You know, that's fine. It's okay. Maybe next year. I'm going to get one. I'm going to review it. I know it's going to be amazing. You know, it's a great device. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bunch of pictures here so you guys can take a look and see what this camera system can do. And let me know, are you guys excited about this device? Because I know I am. And then let me know, are you guys going to get it? Also, too, pen support on the front and the inner. Samsung, y'all did away with pen support. It looks like everybody else is doubling down on pen support. And y'all were like, y'all don't use it. So we're taking it away. But everyone else is like, well, we got it. What do you think? All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. If you like this kind of content, man, let me get a like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.